Hey y'all, I'm back with another video. So I want to talk about something because it's kind of been on my mind, at least in the last couple minutes. So I want to talk about like how the first will be last and the last shall be first. And it's crazy because just thinking about that, verse in the Bible and looking at how it's playing out in real time, real life amongst people that you observe, like it's real. Narcissists were always wanting to be first. Nobody can be before them, above them. They are superior to everyone, smarter than everyone, the best. They are very much sore losers when they lose. I mean, it's okay because, like, in their minds, like when you could be playing Uno or spades, or you could be playing a sport, you know what I'm saying? Something that you're playing, but in their minds, they always have to win. They always have to be first. So if they come in second place, third place, like say for a race or an Olympic event, for example, they will throw a temper tantrum and lose their minds. It's like you were still up there. You were still like very close. You should still be proud of yourself. But because they did not win, it burns them up. Just like it burns them up that, you know, empaths and just normal people, period, are not falling for their nonsense anymore. The more knowledge people are getting about narcissists, they could call them personality disorders all they want, but it's spiritual nonetheless. So at the end of the day, these particular vessels that are used for demonic forces, they have bad intentions, bad thoughts for everybody. When I say everybody, I mean everybody. They Narcissists can be friends with another narcissist, date another narcissist, and they literally will bond over their hatred for you, especially if they happen to know that y'all know, like that they knew you or whatever. I mean, there's no bond like the bond of hate. You know what I'm saying? These two people do not like each other. They hate each other. They will slit each other's throats. There is no honor among thieves. So they will steal from each other, cheat on each other if they were in a relationship or whatever. They will literally dog each other. And then in public, put smiles on like they're just the best of friends. They so close. No, they're just the best of friends, and they so close because they love hating on you, smearing your name in mud, talking bad about you in any way that they can. Like, don't even worry about the lies. You know what I'm saying? See, a person that has to lie, on your name, on your character, your personality, who you are and what you do, if they have to lie, this is an insecure individual. They are somebody that knows their entire reality. Their very existence can be obliterated off the face of the earth when the truth comes out. Okay? The truth exposes everything, and we are definitely living in a time where the truth does not matter. The truth is actually on its way to being illegal. You know what I'm saying? But one thing you got to realize is it's spiritual first. So when you always, remember that it's a spiritual battle each and every day. Each and every day, and each and every person you come in contact with, it is a spiritual interaction. Okay? We see the flesh, we can feel the flesh, we can hear it, we got these senses, but we have spiritual senses, which are way, way stronger. That's your intuition, your gut feeling, that, say voice in your head that's like, oh, we shouldn't do that. Or, oh, no, I don't think we should go there today. You know what I'm saying? That's your instincts, your intuition, your spirit talking to you and telling you, like it's trying to keep you safe. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people allow themselves to get gaslit to not listen to themselves. So when they start doubting themselves, now, they doubting every decision they make, everything, when you shouldn't have to. But that's what narcissists have. I told y'all, doubt is a demon. When you have your mind put on something, go do it. And as a matter of fact, it's really to the point now that when you making moves and you doing stuff, you gotta move in silence. Like, you always get the people who might be asked, oh, so what's going on? What you up to? Where you been? Where you at? If you feel comfortable, but don't give 100% information. Give as little as possible. Speak as little as possible. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what snake is hiding in the grass ready to bite you. And you don't know how venomous the individual can be. It's a spectrum. Some of them can unintentionally do something, and then there's the ones that do things intentionally to hurt you, cross and break your boundaries and all of that. But the first shall be last and the last shall be first. And, God's people is shining right now. Like the healing, the knowledge, being authentic and genuine, going against, the so-called norms. To me, a lot of these societal norms are very evil. Like I had came across something on social media. There's a book called, I think, the 48 Laws of Power or something like that. That book was written by obviously a man, an individual, someone who is a highly mastered manipulator. You know what I'm saying? Because, just in one of the chapters that I had read online, it was just one chapter. I'm just like, and I was so sickened by it because it was just like the level of manipulation. You want to manipulate your so-called enemies for your betterment, for your good. It's like, why do you need to manipulate anybody at all? Why can't you just go be successful in life without manipulation? Manipulation is definitely a key tool to somebody that is dysfunctional and toxic as hell. And that is somebody that you do not need to be around. Now, there are people who, due to their childhood trauma and stuff like that or whatever, it is a subconscious way that they get their needs met is through manipulating. Some people don't even realize that they do the things that they do. That's where self-awareness comes in. So the more self-aware you are about yourself, the more aware you become of other people. The more you love yourself, the more you actually can love other people. The more you do for you, you have a full cup to give to other people. So, I had posted a post the other day, a manipulation tactic that like my mom would always use. She'll say all this nonsense, all this verbal abuse and all this, stuff or whatever. But then at the end of her sentence, she'll want to be like, but I always love you, honey. Please stop the cap. Because when your actions contradict your words, you are now just a hypocrite. I'm not going to sit there and tell y'all, hey, y'all need to eat fruits and veggies. Don't eat no meat. But I know that I'm over here eating some Popeyes. Like, that's hypocritical. Like, yes, you should eat more fruits and veggies because that is more healthy for your body. But, if you choose to go and eat meat still, then that's your choice. We all have free will. We all have choice to do and act as we please, good or bad. And that's what a lot of people got to realize. Like, you just got to look at things objectively. You just got to observe, like, try to not even judge it. Just see it for what it is. If you see somebody and you recognize that they are a manipulator, but you know you got to work with this individual, or you have to be around this individual close to a daily basis, you know what I'm saying? Then you should know how to navigate that road. You should know that, okay, that's somebody that's a manipulator. Let me be mindful with my words. Matter of fact, let me be mindful with anybody that they associate with. Let me be mindful about, you know what I'm saying? Just be mindful. It doesn't mean you gotta hide, or you gotta, no. It just means you are selective with the information you give out about you. Now, people are gonna dig, be picky, be nosy, ask you personal questions. Sometimes you even have people who will ask you, well, this is probably a personal question, but you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Now, those types of people I can respect, because they at least are telling you up front. Because, I mean, we are humans, we are curious. If you met somebody whose lifestyle is like totally different than yours, or a different culture or whatever, because nowadays everybody's so offended, so you never know what would offend somebody. So it's kind of funny when people try to disarm you. Don't get mad. And then you already like in a state of like, I'm ready to be mad. That's how some people are. But when you look at things objectively and you just observe and you just listen and you just take time, because the Bible even says, be slow to anger. You know what I'm saying? So people who are quick, short-tempered, things like that, they are people that can easily be manipulated. So if you are that type of person where you just get frustrated super easy, you get mad like quick as hell, you need to work on yourself, because anybody can manipulate you. Even Bruce Lee said, an enemy will use, if you're in a fight, control your emotions, because your enemy will use your emotions against you. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, it's a fight. It's not a physical fight. Even though sometimes, depending on the situation, it may have to go there, but it's always probably most likely a spiritual battle than anything. But when you start putting yourself first in your life, watch who gets mad and upset, and who gets in their feelings. Because once I stopped giving people money, like, people could see it, everything was all good when people could benefit and ride my spiritual coattails, because God is always with me, blessing me abundantly and prosperous. So I don't worry about nothing. I don't got to worry about, oh, are my bills going to be paid? Yeah, they're going to be paid. How? Miraculously, magically. I don't be worrying about these man-made bills. That's a man-made thing. I was put here, and you were put here for greater things, to create, to share the talents that God bestowed in you. And people be killing me, especially like narcissistic people. They don't know what their talents are. They could have the most beautiful voice, be the most musically inclined with an instrument, you know what I'm saying? Or be really fluent in a language, but they'll be angry at you because your talent differs. Like, I don't know, your talent could be dance. Your talent could be cooking. Whatever your talent is, they'll be jealous of it. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing that they have a beautiful voice, so use it. That they can do, play multiple instruments or whatever and make good money off of it. It's all about learning how to make money from your talents. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people be scared, and fear holds you back. Narcissists are fear-based people. That's why when you are so confident, they seek to break you down. That is why they want to target you to try to, if they feel that you are better than them, they don't like that. So they feel the need to, I'm going to go humble you. You know what I'm saying? man or woman, that is the mind of a female or a male narcissist, okay? So don't let nobody try to play with you. You know what it is, you know, and just, putting yourself first is not selfish. It's self-care, it's self-preservation. Because if you don't care about you, who gonna care about you better than you? I mean, other than God, but physically in this man-made reality, who is gonna care, love, respect, show you loyalty and kindness and compassion to you more than you? You are stuck with yourself. When you wake up, you got to go and look in the mirror to do your hair, brush your teeth, wash your face, do your makeup, get dressed to go to work or wherever, out on a date, out for a business venture, whatever it may be. When you take pride in your appearance and how you look and who you are, the integrity you have, the character you have, the personality you have, like all of that is you. And who can better understand you than you? People can observe you. People can be around you. They can learn your mannerisms, your lingo, your habits, but they're never in here. They're never in your mind. And they never really know what's in your heart unless you speak and you say it. You know what I'm saying? So, all I'm getting at is put yourself first. If you have always been putting others before you, start putting yourself first, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know. I'm not going to say I don't know. Selfish people, like truly self-absorbed, just self-gain, self-people, they're not preserving themselves. They're not protecting themselves. They're not caring for themselves. And I say this because this is something that I noticed with narcissistic people. They are very selfish. Your money is their money. Your car is their car. Your house is their house. What you have is theirs. They feel entitled to what's yours. All right? Including your body. Having sex with you when they feel like they want to. You know what I'm saying? So they just feel entitled to you in every way and aspect. So with that being said, it's funny how they get mad when you tell them no, you set a boundary. You know what I'm saying? You let them know like, hey, But yeah, they are the most selfish, and then they want to call you selfish and then try to act like you hurt their feelings and you did them dirty and you didn't do nothing to them. That's just how they taking it, because they love to play the victim. And you know what? But the tables is turning now, because where they was the first, where a lot of people was, catering to them, trying to just love them. That's what shocked me. The last time I spoke to my mom, which was probably February of 2022, she was just all like, well, you know what? No matter how much you try to love and care about me, I still hate you. I still want to destroy you. I still will kill you. I have venom that I want to poison you with. I was just like, yo, she giving up the gems and she's telling me what it is. I went, no contact, September 2019. And for 2 years, nothing. Then she pops up on me at a public place. That wasn't no coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. So anyways, 2 years went by. She think that everything is all peaches and cream and she could just come back and, oh, everything is all good. No, honey. No, I didn't forget nothing. I remember all. I forgave, but I didn't forget nothing. And I have voicemails and text messages that are reminders why I don't talk to her, And it's so funny how people are still out here. Oh, well, look, everybody's not born with great parents. Not everybody is born to have a decent family. I do believe everybody on the face of the earth is dysfunctional because society is dysfunctional. I do believe that, I mean, based on these societal norms, and societal norms are very wicked. When you really sit back and think about a lot of stuff that's going on, you would be like, that ain't right. Like for example, the alphabet people, right? It's okay for them to be lesbian, gay, bi, queer, and trans, right? But the pedophiles, they want to put that P up on that alphabet train. But the alphabet people are like, no, they can't ride with. Well, why not? I mean, they're an alphabet. They're trying to be normalized. That's the same thing. Like, it was somewhere I had read where it is legal to have sex with animals and marry the animal. And I was like, what the heck? I'm like, the world is just crazy. And so many people are discouraged to have kids and to look, you are the co-creator of your own reality. Just because the world is going to hell in a handbasket, you're in the world, but you're not of it. So you still have a job to, procreate, be fruitful, and multiply. However, you do have to be very picky about the man or the woman that you decide to marry and have children with. Okay? Just because you've dealt with a narcissist doesn't mean that you have not come across an asshole, a jerk before, a bitch before, people who are just, they have crappy attitudes, they have poor mindsets, they're very unaware of themselves, their bad habits. Because, if you notice that somebody does something, you ask them, well, why do you do that? The number one answer, I don't know. See, I don't know is a very unacceptable answer to me because you know why you do it. If I smoked a blunt, 24/7, 365, and somebody came up to me and was like, why you smoke weed all the time? Why would I sit there and say, I don't know? I know why I do it. I like to smoke. I'm not a real smoker. This is just an example. But, if I were a weed smoker and I was a pothead, and I'd smoked every day, I would be like, well, I like it. You got to like it to do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, think about it. Would you just eat food to be eating food, or do you eat it because it's pleasurable to your taste buds? Drinks, food, you know what I'm saying? You're not doing it because you're hungry. You're not drinking because you're thirsty. It's pleasurable. It tastes good to your taste buds, and your brain is getting that hit of dopamine, So therefore, that's why you continue that repeat cycle. It's a feedback loop within the mind, within your body. People do things that make them feel good. Alcoholics, alcohol, helps them escape their reality of them being behind on bills, having bad credit, them being a horrible parent, like whatever struggle they're going through, that alcohol gives them a temporary relief and escape. That's with any addiction. People who video game all the time. It's okay to do stuff, but in moderation. If you're doing something all the time, it's on the verge of a problem. I mean, fellas, if you jack off your meat all the time, let's say 25 times a day in a week, your meat gonna be raw. It's gonna be hurting, and you're gonna be at the doctor getting that ointment or whatever to, and even the doctor gonna tell you, stop stroking it. Too much of anything is harmful. That's what I'm getting at. It's gonna cause you pain, But narcissistic people, they don't know moderation. You know, they don't know self-discipline, self-control. They are the complete opposite, very impulsive, irrational. They do what feels good in that moment, but they have tunnel vision. They can never see further than, their goal. Oh man, look at that ass. Oh, he fine. And the goal is, let me smash. Okay. And then after that, then what? Then it's just like they don't know what to do. They didn't think that far. There are people like that. They don't think far at all. you know. But y'all, everything is turning around. Don't be discouraged. If you want to be married, or you want, your divine partner or whatever, they'll come. Okay? You just got to be you still got to do the work. A lot of people would ask, like, how do I keep running into these narcissists? Like, literally running into the same person in different bodies. And that's why I said everything is spiritual. You keep running into the same spirit in different bodies. But once you start learning and you start catching on and you start peeping the manipulations, the toxicity, the dysfunctions, when you start digging deep and you start really, really vetting and digging, you can make the best decision for you. So check out my video, Dating Demons. That just gives you a lot of what's going on, because a lot of people, when they talk on the internet, they don't even know that they had dealt with a narcissist. They're just describing the behaviors, and so now that narcissist ruined them to where they feel some type of way about the opposite sex, about dating, about relationships, about marriage, and it's not even about everybody being like that. Is that particular, individual, that vessel. But just know this: when you are being attacked, you on the right path. You doing the right thing, because why are you being attacked so heavily? Your finances being attacked, your health being attacked, your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health. You're getting attacked. And the only reason why these demons will come at you and attack you is because they see that you leveling up. They see that you going to that next level. You about to catch some blessings. So when you wonder why people you ain't talked to in a while, suddenly, hey, just checking on you. Hey, stranger. Hey, big head. All these goofy messages that people send when they, just, seeing how you were. It's just like, know that something is up. I told y'all about monitoring spirits. Go check out my video about monitoring spirits. Anyways, peace. Positive energy always creates elevation. Just know the first are becoming last and the last are becoming first. And this is why narcissistic people are losing their shit right now. And you can't help but see it. You cannot help but watch them implode, because all that karmic debt that they've incurred by screwing people over left and right, burning all bridges with people. And this is what people got to realize too. You got to realize something. And this is what we don't do and what people should start doing. Let's take, for example, you got a work situation where there's a coworker or something, right? And this coworker has done XYZ to a couple other coworkers. Those couple other coworkers ain't said nothing because they don't want no issues, no smoke, no nothing around work. So they just kind of quiet, but they are distant. One thing is, all of them people, if they talked amongst each other and checked in with each other, they could share their experience with said narcissist. And then they would find out, like, wow, so it wasn't just me. Because the narcissist is always going to try to make it seem like you're just the problem. It's just you. Oh, I don't like them. It's not that the people don't like that individual. It's the fact that that individual did something to make them people dislike them. Because we don't just go around just disliking people to be disliking people. A narcissist is always going to dislike people that they have screwed over, burnt a bridge with, and that sees them for who they are. That's why narcissists run away. Anyways, y'all, bye.